If you have $10,000 sitting in an old 401k, or maybe you are looking at your current balance and thinking, $10,000 is nothing, Susie. It's a drop in the bucket. Why should I even care? I want you to stop right now and listen to me. Because that attitude is a mistake, and it is a mistake that is costing you your security. You are approaching retirement, or maybe you are already there, and you are terrified. I know you are. You look at the cost of living, you look at healthcare, you look at inflation, and you think, I don't have enough. And because you think you don't have enough, you become paralyzed. You leave money sitting in accounts you haven't looked at in 5 years. You leave it in bad investments, or worse, you think about cashing it out just to pay off a credit card or buy something you don't need. Do not do it. Today, we are answering one simple, powerful question: how much will $10,000 in a 401k be worth in 20 years? And the answer depends entirely on one thing: what you do with it right now. Because money left to rot does not grow. But money respected, money protected, money put to work? It changes everything. Let's do the math. No guesswork, just the hard, cold truth. If you take that $10,000 and it is invested properly, meaning you have it in a good, low-cost index fund tracking the historical growth of the market, which averages around 8% a year over the long haul, do you know what that $10,000 becomes in 20 years? Without you adding one single penny more? It becomes $46,600. Think about that. It more than quadruples. That is the power of compounding. Compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world, my friends. It takes your little snowball of $10,000, and over 20 years, it rolls it into nearly $47,000. But what if the market does even better? Historically, over the last few decades, the S&P 500 has seen average annual returns closer to 10%. If your 401k achieves a 10% average annual return over the next 20 years, that $10,000 turns into $67,300. From $10,000 to over $67,000. Just by leaving it alone and letting it grow. But wait a minute. There is a flip side to this coin, and this is where the fear comes in. This is where so many of you make a catastrophic mistake. You say to me, Susie, I am 60 years old. In 20 years, I'll be 80. I don't want to be fully exposed to the stock market. What if the market crashes right when I need it? You are afraid. And your fear is valid. If you have that $10,000 invested too aggressively and the market drops 30%, you are going to panic. And what do you do when you panic? You sell at the wrong time, you lock in your losses, and you destroy your financial future. Or, you go to the opposite extreme. You get so scared of losing money that you leave that $10,000 in a stable value fund or a money market fund inside your 401k, earning a measly 1 or 2%. Let me tell you what happens to $10,000 earning 2% over 20 years. It becomes $14,800. You think you played it safe. You think, well, Susie, at least I didn't lose my $10,000. Oh, yes you did. You lost it to the invisible thief known as inflation. In 20 years, the purchasing power of that $14,000 will be worth less than your $10,000 is today. You didn't protect your money, you permitted its slow death. So what is the question you should really be asking? The question isn't just what will it be worth? The question is, how do I maximize this money without losing my sleep at night? Here is your actionable takeaway. This is what you need to do right now. First, you need to look at the fees in that 401k. If this is an old 401k from a company you used to work for, you are likely paying administrative fees that are eating away at your growth. A 1% fee sounds small, but over 20 years, it can chop thousands of dollars off your final balance. If your plan has high fees, you need to roll that 401k over into a traditional IRA or a Roth IRA at a low-cost brokerage. Do a direct rollover, custodian to custodian, so you don't trigger a single penny in taxes or penalties. Second, you must choose an asset allocation that matches your age and your tolerance for risk. If you are near retirement, you should not be 100% in stocks. But you should not be 0% in stocks either. You need a mix. A balanced portfolio, say 60% in low-cost stock index funds for growth and 40% in high-quality bonds or fixed income for stability, can still easily give you a 6 or 7% average return over 20 years. At 7%, your $10,000 still grows to nearly $39,000. It protects your purchasing power, and it keeps you safe from severe market drops. Every single dollar counts. Do not look at $10,000 and think it is too small to matter. $10,000 is the seed. 20 years is the time. Your choices are the water and the sun. Be strong. Be smart. Stand in your truth and protect your financial future.